Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, heavy-foot people that like to lay down a little heel with the stone, we have something beautiful here for you today. It is the Perfect Balance Pedal by Jojo Mayer. Years of refining and design and tinker-toying and putting together pieces and amalgams of other pedals and figuring out what worked and what didn't work by Jojo Mayer, who is a German, so you know they like to tinker with stuff. They like the mechanical things, and B, also a little bit crazy. I hope you forgive me saying that, but he's obsessed with efficiency and in certain aspects of drumming that most of us are not, but some of us are. And when we agree with him, we find that he has come up with a freaking amazing pedal, something that's compact, convenient, concise, easy to deal with, easy to load, easy to load out, easy to load in, easy to put up, easy to take down, and plays quite well. It's adjustable. It's everything you need a pedal to be, and it's not crushing your bank account. It's not free. It's a good three-figure range. It's not a $20 or $100 pedal, but it's not a $1,000 pedal either. And it's a place where you can save up for this, and your playing will definitely see the difference. It's not some of these pedals where these guys are charging $700-800 for them, and you're like, I don't really see the difference between this and the one that came with my cheap-ass drum kit when I bought it. You know what I mean? Even though when I changed my heads, my sound jumped amazingly. I took off the heads that I got some Aquarian Blacks, and all of a sudden I thought I was in that band. But now I changed my pedal, and it's like it just seems the same. No, you can feel the difference, and your chops will go up, your precision, your ability to be precise, and your ability to train yourself to do certain things will enhance with a pedal like this. I mean, there are other pedals that I can say the same thing about, but very, very often they're not as economical. They are harder to deal with. They're too big. They're too unwieldy. You need to buy a separate bag. This thing comes with its own case. Once again, we've gotten things, and as we got them here, someone seems to have sliced through my packaging, and for reasons that is kind of unknown. I don't really understand why my items had to be so violated. This is another just mystery to me, and I'm going to find out if this is Serbia, if this is the company I had sending the thing. I have no idea what is going on. So we're going to move this one to the side, and we're going to deal with the one that is still pristine and in the packaging. I don't even think I'm going to need a knife for this, so I can just, in the words of Flossie Carter, called Smash right there. And so, again, The Perfect Balance by Jojo Mayer. And as it should, look at that, the box actually works as a box. It's got a whole thing in there. You can tap on it, it'll make a noise. Look at that. Going here, you got your nice, and I mean, look at the box. Come on now, just for a second. That is nice. There's something to be said for presentation, guys. The black and the white, the shadow, the negative space, it's very well done. What comes in the box is you have, your little, here guys, this is the thing that I did. It's a low mass drive system and a ballistic fiber strap and elongated board and folding mechanism and self-mounting clamp and The Perfect Balance by Jojo Mayer, and I did a thing, and I'm a nice guy, and I got shaggy hair, and I play a lot of really good drums, and then you got Sonor, because it's the company that makes that, and I love Sonor drums. All the drums I own at this point are Sonor. I don't mess with the rock kits, I don't mess with the Pearls, the Tamas, the generic guys that are out there. I like Aotes, I like Mapex, I like some of these other drum companies, but Sonor just really got me, got it right where I like it. And the fact that you can order custom drums from custom widths, thicknesses, almost anything you want, wood, steel hoops, just the fact that they will do what you ask, and it's not that much money. I can get a knockout, Sonor kit for half of what I can get for a Pearl, or to get the same thing out of Pearl or something like that. And I feel like Pearl stuff, they all sound very generic. Tama, and all these companies, they're starting to kind of make the same thing over and over again. And that's cool. That's what, if people like it and they're making their money, good on them. But I don't really feel like they're making musical instruments. They're making drums. You know what I mean? And they're all starting to sound kind of like this is what drums sound like, as opposed to these are different ways to express percussion. You know, changing your woods up, changing the way that you put your hoops together, the way you put your shells together. Sonor does all of that, and they'll actually build you legacy kits if you ask them for custom jobs. So they have obviously the manual RTFM in case, because there's a bit of a learning curve, guys. This is not your normal pedal. Only other thing in there, aside from is the tool that you adjust it with, a tiny little bit of grip tape so you don't lose it around your rim. That's all there's in there. Pedal itself in its own bag. So this is how you load out to your gig. You're not loose in the battle of some ABS plastic bin, and you have to find the pieces, and the pieces from your hi-hat mechanism are stuck in the middle, and you got your spanners that you use to put your bongos together or whatever is stuck in there, and you have to undo 45 things as you're setting up. You have one concise case that it comes out of, it goes right back into. You can strap it over your dang shoulder, and you can literally deal with it. Look at this. You got your pedal purse. I'm gonna call it a pedal purse because who cares? Look at that. Goes over you. And get there on a bike. That's all I need. It could be a fanny pack. How you choose to wear your pedal purse is up to you. Sashay Shantai, okay? Wong Fu does not care. So, what do we have in our pedal purse? We can call it a pedal pack too, if you're not as liberal as I am. If you're not as secure with your feminine side as I am, you might want to macho it up and say, it's a pedal pack. It's a pedal pack, Jim. It's a pedal pack. Okay. So, what is in our PP? See how I got you? See what I did there? Inside of our PP is our pedal. It's our entire PP package. And in there, we have the pedal itself. And look, more troll seasoning. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Everything is down and compact so that you can slide it away, put it away. Nothing's in tension. Everything's balanced out. You are good to go. Oh, still got the paper on it. Want to pull off the plastic? Oh, there's not any sound on that. So smooth. Okay. Now it's time for it. I'm going to unwrap this here because I like it. Find the energy if you love it enough. Oh my, this is a little more. This side I can rub it because it's metal. This side is over here. Now, what have we here? And then the only thing left is to figure out how to unlatch this bud and stand it up. Now, I want to do this without looking at the manual because I'm a man and we all want to do that, but I'm about to give up on that completely. And nope. Seems like I have somehow figured out something. I need this to pull where? Because you're mine. Look at me, I'm a genius. Obviously, you got your clamp. And I like that they use on the clamp, they use pads. It's rubber pads. It's not a spike, so you're not drilling into your rim of your drum. Especially if you got those wood hoops, man, it's crazy. You pay all that money, and then so yeah, this thing is really well balanced. Look at that. It's really well balanced. It's easy. Look, look, just that is insane, folks. This is just a really well made product. And I'm doing this with my pinky. I could do this all day. I could do this all day. It's already right where it needs to be. Like it's amazing. And again, this is a strap. I can scratch my hip hop sitting on there. And then so you push this button back in, and then it should collapse once again. But there we go. It takes a little more force than you might think it does. And then you just unhook. Put this bad boy right back in the bag. Trolls. It's still trolling me. Oh, I'm doing it backwards, of course, because I'm an idiot. I'm not even looking at shapes. Shapes and colors are not important. That's there. And more seasoning for the toast. And inside this is very velvety. It's very nice. It's very sweet. It's very good. So now that I have all the obstacles out of the way, slide that boy right back in there. Zip her up, buttercup. Get out of that $50 coffee shop gig or that $100 church gig and get to the next one. Come on now. Get in that cab, get your kid on, and get your whip on in the next spot. Go from that funk right to that church, right to that fusion gig, and then later on you're gonna play that later on when you're trying to run, you know that later on, where you're trying to run Cherokee at 220 and you know you can't, but you're gonna try. All right, you know what I'm talking about. This pedal is a monster. Give it a shot if you're in the market. Do yourself a favor. It's straight butter. It's like plain glass. Go ahead, baby.